So, how do we avoid these unhealthy, toxic relationships? First, you have to pay attention to the red flags or warning signs. Trust me, they are always there. If someone is displaying traits of being emotionally manipulative or controlling, red flag. If someone say they are not ready to settle down, believe them. If someone feels you are asking too much in the relationship, they are saying they will be unable to fulfill your needs. Our minds will create whatever illusions to make the person and our relationship fit the story that we want. However, as the high wears off, we start seeing that in reality, some of the pieces of the puzzle do not fit into the story our mind has created. If you find yourself entering into a relationship where the other individual is unable to meet your needs, then you will be compromising a lot on who you are. In a healthy relationship, of course, you need to be flexible. But when you are compromising to the point where you are settling, you will begin to lose sight of who you are and what you are trying to become. No matter how much growth you have made within yourself, allowing one person in that does not align with who you are trying to become will be detrimental to your development as an individual. You will find yourself doing things you would have never considered and wanted to do just to please and make the other person happy and want you. As time goes on, you will begin to lose sight of the things you once enjoyed, the things you were passionate about, and begin to question your purpose and reason here on earth. If you find yourself in that place, go back to the basics or the beginning of this course. It's okay to start over. As humans, we are meant to undergo many deaths and rebirths. We have to put an end to the individual that is no longer serving us, that yields no fruit or purpose, and build ourselves into the individual we need and want to be. While we are dating and courting individuals, it's important for us to ask a series of questions. What do you want out of the relationship? What are some things that you are willing to compromise within a relationship? And what are some things that are non negotiable? Non negotiables are things that you will not absolutely tolerate in a relationship, especially in the long term. It is the characteristics you will and will not be willing to accept in your partner, your relationship, and in your life. This list is important because you already know that your guard will come down in the honeymoon phase where everything seems so perfect. It is too easy to forget your standards, boundaries, desires, and needs when you're in this stage of the relationship. So having a well thought out list of non-negotiables will help you make clear decisions when you fall for someone new. Instead of just following an old pattern or judging the relationship based on the initial attraction. So, for example, I will not tolerate being in a relationship with someone who is abusive, whether that's emotionally, physically, or mentally. I will not tolerate someone who does not believe in a higher source or even someone who lacks awareness about themselves and the world around them. You have to make a commitment to yourself and not settle. Remember, this list is for you. So be honest with yourself. If you absolutely cannot and will not tolerate something, draw a line and stick to it. It's best to keep this list to yourself because people can make temporary changes and try to be something that they are not. It's important that you let your partner be who they truly are rather than encouraging that person to be who they are not. When you see that individual's true colors, only then can you make the determination as to whether they are a good long-term partner for you. Again, you can change your non-negotiable if a person has other great qualities, but be mindful that there is a possibility that you will find out after some time that you compromise on something that was truly a non-negotiable, and you will find yourself having to make very difficult decisions since you both have invested time and energy into the relationship. So, before you are quick to drop a trait or factor from your non negotiable list, take the time to truly assess the situation. Most importantly, make sure you are not in the midst of the honeymoon phase when you do this, as the purpose of the non negotiable list is to prevent poor judgment during this phase. If a potential or current partner embodies any two items on the non-negotiable list, then you should get out of the relationship immediately. Undesired behaviors or traits will become amplified as time goes on because the longer you are in the relationship, the more comfortable the person is going to feel. So do not stick around to see if the situation or characteristic changes. People can change, but it's rare and can only be lasting if it's initiated by their own true inner desires. So, in the next activity, you will create a list of non-negotiables. This will serve as a guide in determining who you want to build with. It is also easy for us to enter into like connections blindly, forgetting about some of the things that matter to us because everything seems fun and loving at first. Your non-negotiable list will ensure that you are dealing with someone that will meet your needs and not hinder your growth. Your list will provide the knowing that you know yourself and your desires and needs and are willing to commit to yourself to meet them.